Hello, it's Nick back again. A little bit more progression about where I'm at with like growing things and living in a kind of like eventually, give it a couple of years, a much more sort of like sustainable way in my own little way. And I've made lots of mistakes. The growing of shiitake mushroom and the growing of the enoki mushroom failed miserably, with bluey green mould growing over the substrate because I was impatient and I hadn't actually grown the mycelium properly, and that didn't actually work. So there's going to be another attempt coming soon, and that's going to hopefully work out better. But on the subject of the plants, what we have here, that's going to be lamb's lettuce. Now I put the seeds a bit too close together so it's clumping, but on the other hand it's still going to be a green leafy vegetable for me to eat. Over here, that's the chopped suey vegetables. That's going to be the broad beans. You can see it's in flower. And the insects love those flowers. Okay, they love them. So that's hopefully going to give me a moderate little crop. But remember, this is still quite small fry. I mean, my first ever crop as a result of this was dandelion. Second one was cress, because anyone can grow cress and it grows in a couple of weeks. And I've also got in here, if I can just show you this, actually some random cress I've got going. That one's already been harvested. More cress up there. What I hope this one's going to be is rosemary. I'm going to get that shoved out somewhere because it's a good herb to have. And that would be sage, on the basis that it actually works and I haven't drowned the bloody things. Down there, these are to be dwarf beans. Okay. I'm planning on putting them out over there. Okay. Got two different varieties of chives starting to grow here from seed, and hopefully later on in the summer that will actually be something I could then use and harvest. It's a bit thin because they're still very new indeed. When that's established it'll be good. Yeah. There's a few other things coming up here, but I can't remember what the bloody hell they were, which shows how well organised I've been. That's going to be the purple cauliflower, which is looking quite nice so far, which is good. And over here, courgettes and marrows, which I started out in pots. I mean, essentially if you're doing all this stuff, I've worked it out that it's a lot better to start the seeds off in potting compost, in potting pots first, because then when you put them out you actually know which one which one you've actually put out and which one isn't just another weed that's growing in the area. But this is like the first stage. I'm hoping that next year I'd have cleared a bit more space and there'll be more positive stuff going. And yes, your compulsory bit of YouTube cat, which is doing quite nicely there. A little bit of mint for tea, and I've also got some lavender here, which unfortunately is developing a bit too much in terms of cuckoo spit, which I'm washing off it with the watering can on a daily basis to stop the aphidy type stuff from possessing the land. And we just have to see how things go. This is of course the first step. I've only been here for 6-7 months, so don't expect bloody miracles off me. But I've learned a lot as I've gone, and I've got more learning to do to try and, because I've had all these like dreams and fantasies about living this, living with the help of sustainable stuff grown at home. But when you're actually putting it to the test, when you're actually doing it, it's a different thing. You can spend all your time watching YouTube videos about people who've done, hang on a second. Keep so fluffy pussycat.
Cute soft fluffy pussycat. Yes, you're on YouTube. You're the star. You're the star. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Meow, 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 meow. Okay.
Maybe that'll be the thumbnail for the photo for the video. I don't know. Just say you can spend all your time on YouTube fantasizing about this, that, and the other, but doing it, putting in the time, putting in the effort, and all that stuff, that's a different kettle of fish. Because you got the actual practicalities of day-to-day life, as well as the actual practicalities of slowly turning your day-to-day life into one which has this sustainable component to it. And you're perpetually fighting weeds. Weeds that you don't want, not weeds that you do want. You might want to buy some weed seeds for things you do want, maybe even stinging nettles, and you can buy them relatively cheaply for about £4 for a few thousand of bloody things. But even trying to get that done, yes, hello pussycat, little dusty pussycat, still requires a certain level of dedication and gardening and paying attention to the instructions that go on all of the various seeds. This place came with a water butt, great, but it's small, and that's a pain. And the reason that that's a pain is that the rain is not constant and is constantly filling it up. So it's great to have it there for water storage, but it's small. So I'm going to have to get a couple more of them and string them all together like a daisy chain sort of thing, because there isn't really quite enough room for a big one, because I'm living on a postage stamp size of land. But anyway, that's where I am at the moment, and I will do some videos in the not too distant future about all the rest of the other fun stuff I've been playing with. And here's a soft fluffy pussycat. Yeah, soft fluffy pussycat, yeah. So, yeah. And then everything else that I want to do will hopefully start to fit in with the passage of time. In the meantime, chill out everybody. Don't believe a load of bullshit. Think for yourself like an intelligent, well-adjusted person, and realise that you're probably wrong no matter whatever it is you think, because that's life. Question yourself, challenge yourself. Don't believe in yourself because you're probably wrong. And work towards the acquisition of knowledge and skill. Speak to you soon.